Are you ready for some deep talk? This is not just another video about money in tech giving you numbers and promising you're gonna be rich. No, I mean, yeah, it is very much possible to become rich in the tech field, but I want to discuss some deeper aspects of being a software developer from a psychological and moral points of view. Things that you won't find in other videos. And it doesn't matter if you're a beginner or you've been in the field for a while, this video is simply about having a discussion altogether. There are three major points that I was able to come up with when thinking how my profession makes me happy in life. The first one is freedom and flexibility. For some people, these two words mean everything they live for, and in tech, we are very privileged to have them both in most cases. Very few other industries offer you such opportunities. If you haven't read the 4-Hour Workweek book by Tim Ferriss, it talks a lot about working smart instead of working hard. And I couldn't agree more. His solution is to escape the office and work remotely. He says that this will allow you to spend less time on your day job because you don't have to worry how busy you look like because nobody can see you. And you can tailor your workload to your own style. For example, maybe you're more productive in the morning than in the afternoon. And of course, work remotely from anywhere you want. By freeing up that space, you can spend it on your family, friends, on your health, or maybe on an additional income stream. But this is of course not for everyone. Even in my case, for example, I work in Germany from home and I can go to the office whenever I want, but I cannot work outside of Germany. Is this a big issue? Well, not for me, because I still feel like I'm flexible enough and have the freedom. But if you're a type who would rather move to Thailand, rent a bungalow and work from there while you wake up to the sounds of the waves, you can definitely find a company that will allow you to do that. I'm not sponsored by these companies, but companies like TopTal, Xcoders will let you work for them 100% remote while they find freelance projects for you on their own. All in all, as Tim Ferriss says, the real secret is we're all searching for a meaning in our work. Freedom is what we really mean by that. I personally think there can be more to the meaning at work, for example, doing something good or helping the society, but freedom is definitely a big part of it. Just a quick note, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe because we will be covering more philosophical questions like this in the future. Also, feel free to let me know in the comments below why you love your job so much. Would be interesting to read that. The next point is security. As soon as you get that first job on your CV, and given that you've been diligent this whole time, you're pretty much set for the rest of your life as a developer. The tech field is growing 3 times faster than any other field, meaning there are more jobs available to us. You also probably heard the saying that soon every company will transform into a tech company. Take for example McDonald's. The ordering part is already automated by touchscreens on the side and you can order food online. Do you really think the making part can't be automated as well? I don't want to be pessimistic and say that people doing manual work at McDonald's will lose their jobs. Most probably not. But for us developers, it means there's almost no chance you can be jobless unless you actually dislike your job. Even if you've been out of the market for a year or two, you can still come back and catch up pretty quickly. For me personally, this means one thing. If I ever decide to move to Himalayas and become a monk, I can literally do that. And then if I decide I want to come back to my previous life, then I will be able to find a job, a new team, and will probably get even higher salary than I used to. How awesome is that? This is why it's so important to build a good career early on, so that later you can take back all the sweat that you put earlier. If you are in your 50s, don't be discouraged because I'm pretty sure you have different values and things to do rather than becoming a monk, for example. And the next point is constant exploration. One of my life mottos is seek discomfort. You see, I believe that life's greatest moments and deepest connections, be it to people, places or things, are outside of our comfort zone. In fact, this motto is a part of the Yes Theory community that embraces this idea and I love it. This motto binds people in a special way, probably because they have similar values in life. Marcos, if you're watching this, hi. The reason I'm bringing this up is because I believe seeking discomfort is one of the essentials in the life of a software developer. And it's very similar how developers constantly look for challenges to get better every day. When I said being diligent in the previous point, what I meant is that you will need to keep up with trends of the industry and freshen up your knowledge all the time. Otherwise, you will be an outsider even before you think about flexibility and freedom. There is an infinite amount of stuff you can learn as a developer, even if we're just talking about web development. New languages, programming paradigms, hardware, science and theory. You will never get bored if you like to learn, explore, and seek discomfort. That's why this field is kind of an ideal for me and many other people that I know. But what exactly can you do to seek discomfort as a developer, you may ask? Find a mentor. One of the best ways to learn is to learn from others' mistakes, and mentors are exactly for that. They have the needed wisdom that you may be lacking, and doesn't matter how experienced you are. And it's never late to become a mentor as well. You will be surprised by how much you can learn by teaching others. Read books, articles, watch conferences and videos just like this one. This will not only boost your confidence, teach you new technologies and tricks, but it's also a fun way to spend time seeing what other developers in your community are doing. And of course, work on side projects. This can be a great way to work on something that you love. This can be a personal project, an open source contribution, or you can even build something to make extra money on the side. And at the end of the day, you will still have a great portfolio that will make you stand out when applying to jobs. As always, if you found this video useful, please give it a like. Let me know what your thoughts on this topic are, whether you feel happy as a developer or not, and what your plans are to improve or change it. I'm wishing you a nice rest of the day, and until next time, goodbye.